Hey you guys, this is Jennifer Bagley, and this is section number 2 of our Google Apps training. So far we've created a Gmail account, and next we're going to go over Google Drive. It used to be called Google Docs, and this is a great application you'll use in your business on a regular basis. So I'm ending where we left off, which will essentially be your Gmail dashboard or your Google dashboard. Once you're here, you can go ahead and click on the link up here, and you're looking for Drive. There's a couple ways you can go to it. You can go here, or you can go google.com/drive, and that's going to reroute you to Drive as well. So you can see 2 different ways of getting here, and we'll go here and we'll click Drive as well. So now you have Gmail open in one tab, and you have Google Drive open in another tab. Now we're going to go ahead and download Drive for Mac. I'm on a Mac. That'll say PC or Mac. And that's going to allow you to be able to store files on your local drive as well as in the cloud, which that's the great part. Now, once you're in Google Drive, you have the ability to create different documents. This is essentially replicating almost everything that you have available inside Microsoft's Office suite, but it's totally free and it's in the cloud. So first thing you'll notice on the left-hand side, you have My Drive. Those are documents created by you, shared with me, documents created by others, but shared with you, starred, recent, and you also have some other sorting functions that you can use as well, such as which has the most activity, what your offline items are, all items, trash, or you can search by owner, type, and more functions as well. First thing we're going to do is create a new document. Now, when you're using Google Docs, you're going to want to start off by creating folders. You want to stay as organized as possible. Think of Google Drive similar to a hard drive on a computer. You're going to want to stay organized using folders in order to be able to keep things together. So first thing I'm going to do is create a folder. This folder is going to be called 12-Step Roadmap. And we'll go create, and now you'll see we have a folder on the side. Now I want to create a document that I'm going to put inside that folder. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a document. Just like a Word doc, you have all the same functions. Always want to label your document first. So we're going to say 12-step road. You get to watch my typos. Map. And this is Google Apps Training. Now, that's the name of the document, no different than saving it. You can star documents if you want to highlight this one as well. And then from here, you can type just as you would any other document. So I'm going to take this, we're going to highlight this, make that a title, and we're going to do a quick bullet pointed list. So far we've done Gmail and Google Docs, and under Google Docs we have done a Word doc. All right. Now, you'll notice I have 2 tabs open at the top. I have the 12-step roadmap, which is the document I'm working on, and I also have my Drive. You're going to see it automatically saves the document that I've created here inside the Drive, and this is the Word document. So next, let's go ahead and create. Next one, we're going to create a presentation. This is just like PowerPoint. So for PowerPoint, we are going to pick a template. We're going to use Modern, and you can start off 12-step roadmap. So I want to shrink this. All right, now you have your first slide. So we're going to go ahead and dismiss this. I want a new slide, title, which actually let's do this. This is Google Apps Training. And the first one we did is step 1, set up your email account. All right, so we're going to go new slide, and the next one is going to be and just like our other document, Okay, so now let's move on to Excel. Now we're going to notice we have our drive open. We have our presentation open. Now you'll see up here it says untitled presentation. I don't want that, so I'm going to simply click on that and I'm going to say 12 step. Now we have a saved document. I'm going to star this one to come back to it later, and you'll notice we automatically have 2 documents in the folder. Next, I'm going to go create. We're going to go, this is a spreadsheet. We're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to get smart this time. And we're going to copy this, title of spreadsheet, paste, done. We're going to dismiss this. Now, works just like a normal spreadsheet. You can create header files here. And so forth. Now, once you're in Excel, this is actually a different, this has some different functions that Excel doesn't have. So when you're in spreadsheets inside Google Documents, I want to highlight a few things that you can do here. One, you have the ability to create a web form. So you're going to notice here, I can create a form. You're going to see you have your spreadsheet open, plus you have your form. So you can create it, share it, send it, and you can analyze the results. We're going to go here, and you'll notice the 3 fields that I already put in, that's where you're going to see these. So I want to show the progress bar at the top of each page. Next, I'm going to add a couple questions. So you'll see question 1, question 2, and so forth. So here, that's the name of the document. Form description, this is step evaluation survey. First question is going to be and I want this to, let's see here, I'm going to have them, you can choose. Now, when you're creating your form, you can have it be paragraph text, multiple choice, checkbox, choose from a list. So let's say I want this to be multiple choice. Google Apps proficiency, and this is going to be Gmail. And I can say option 1, hi. Okay, now I've got 3 different choices. I want to make this required, so I'm going to say done. The next question is going to be and this one I'm going to have it be checkboxes, and I'm going to say check the docs used most, for example. And this will be Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Forms. All right, and this one I'm not going to have. Next one, I want this to be text. This is going to be your name. This is just going to be a regular text box. So you can validate it. We're going to say done. This one I want to be phone number. And you can look to see if you have data validation. And if this is a number, you can say regular expression, or this is a number. And this one I want to be required, we'll say here. Now I want to rearrange these. You'll notice the one that I have required has a star, this one does not. So if you want to rearrange these, you want to put your name first, your phone number second, and let's say we're going to add one more. This is going to be email. Done. And we're going to bring email up here. Now you've essentially created a form that is an evaluation. It has a title, it has a subdescription, it wants a name, a phone number, email, and it has 2 primary questions. Now down below you can have a confirmation page. So you can either say your response has been recorded. You can say thank you for completing your survey. Thank you for submitting your information. You can show a link to submit another response page. You can publish and show the results to the survey to all of the responders, or you can allow responders to edit their responses after submitting. Next, send form. You can either take this link and you can share it on social media sites if you want to do a quick survey, or you can grab the embed code just like this. And if you want to embed it on a website, for example, I'll show you how to embed it as well. Okay. Now we're going to go back. So we've got quite a few documents open. This actually, just so you know, this is identical to YouTube. So you have the ability to easily put a new video right next to an embed coded with a web form directly on the side as well. Now, what you're going to see here, new form created, add questions here. So I'm in the spreadsheet that's actually recording the information from here. So I'm going to say back to other forms. By the way, actually, let me show you this first. You can adjust the width and the height. So if you want to put it in the sidebar or you want to put it somewhere else. So I'm going to go post. We're going to say add new. And if I want to shrink this down so that it's less in pixels or in height, you can do that. All right, we're going to go back and I'm going to say done. Now this form is done. So you have the ability to create different themes for the form. So if I want to pick this magazine style, I can say that's the magazine. If you want to view responses, you can see your responses here. So it's actually going to refresh my spreadsheet. This is the original spreadsheet. This is the new spreadsheet. But if I go back to the original and just refresh, you're going to see it has all of your new information in there. So these are where the results are recorded for this particular form. You can go through accepting responses or not accepting responses, and you can view your live web form here. So this is how fast it is to make a web form. If you want to send somebody directly to this link, you can do that very quickly. Probably one of the easiest way to make web forms and be able to collect information that automatically goes into a spreadsheet, other than if you're using our CRM system, which is obviously the best choice. All right, now we're going to go through in the spreadsheet, everything you can do in a normal spreadsheet, you can do here. Let me actually pull this form up, and we're going to go test. For example, test. I'm going to record this result, this one, and this one, and I'm going to submit the form. And you'll notice it says you've made it 100% through the form, says it's powered by Google Drive, and you don't want to put any sensitive information in these, of course. I'm going to say accepting responses, back, submit. Let me refresh this form. And you'll notice once this is submitted, I have 12 steps. Actually, I turned it off. So this is what shows up if you turn off the ability to accept responses. Now I'm going to refresh this form, and now you can see we're back to the form. Simple enough. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go back to Drive, and you're going to notice we've got quite a few things in here. You can tell, and you'll get used to what the icons are. You can see we've got a PowerPoint presentation. We have the feeder for all of the forms. We have a Word document, and we have a traditional Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to go back to Create, and you'll notice you can create from a spreadsheet. You can create a form from a form, and also you have the ability to create just a drawing. So if you want an easy drawing tool, this is an easy way to be able to create images, graphics, and so forth, call to actions for your website. If you're not comfortable with using something like Pixlr, and I'll show you that just so you know the difference. Pixlr is an easy editing form, and of course we have another set of training videos all designed for be able to create images and graphics, but this is an easy way to be able to create a drawing. For example, and I can say file, I want to start with an image I have on my computer. Just to give you an example, let's say I want to use this. All right, so here's the start of an image, and you have the ability to crop and edit and so forth as you go through the editor. So this is a really easy way to look at our drive, but I want to show you something that is a major plus as far as Google Apps. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go into this spreadsheet, and you'll notice in the top right corner of each one of these documents, you're going to see a link that says share. Send form in this one. This is going to be edit this form. Let me go ahead and close down our form. And you'll notice the share button here. I'm going to go ahead and open this one. I'm going to click share. Now, as soon as you say share, you have the ability to take the link. So if you want to paste this link, for example, you want to embed an image on your website, and that image you want to link to a particular document or form, you can easily do that. You can share via Gmail, Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. Now right here, this is your access and permissions. So you have the ability to change permissions. There's 3 different privacy settings. You can either make it private, meaning only people who are explicitly granted permissions can access this, and it requires sign-in, so they have to have a Gmail account or a Google hosted email account. You also have the ability to share with anyone with a link. So if you provide the link, which is that link that we just showed a second ago, and you send that to them, they'll have the ability to access it, or you can make it public on the web, which means anyone on the internet can access it and no sign-in is required by Gmail. Also, one of the things you want to watch is your access level, no sign-in required. So this is saying anyone, no sign-in required, can either view, comment, or edit. So very important, but this is a great way to collaborate with clients if you have documents that both of you needed to be able to access, or internal team members. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to cancel this, and I just want to invite somebody to be able to have access. So I'm going to send Kathy Marshall an email. What's your Gmail?
Kathy J. Marshall at Gmail.
And I'm going to say she can come in and she can edit the document. Here's where you can change, edit, comment, and view. We'll go ahead and share that with her. It gave her a notification, so she just got an email. Now, I'm going to close this, and I want you to watch right in the top right-hand corner. You're going to notice as soon as she logs in to the document, you'll see this change to 2 other viewers. So now I can see Jennifer Bagley's in this document and also Kathy Marshall. You'll also notice my link is going to show in blue. Hers is showing in pink. If I hover over the cell, I can see Kathy's in pink. Go ahead and type in the cell. There we go. So now we have 2 of us editing this document. Now we can also, if you click on this icon, which is a chat window, Kathy and I can chat here. And as soon as she sees the chat pop up, she'll be able to communicate directly with me. So this is a great way to collaborate. A paid version of this would be like a Microsoft Exchange, where you guys are able to access documents from a shared plan. This is a cloud-based exchange, so totally free. Every business should operate using, especially small and mid-sized businesses should be utilizing Google Apps to be able to collaborate. So you'll notice Kathy says, thank you, I am ready to help. Now, you'll notice on here, this is sheet 1, which was my original spreadsheet, but you're going to see sheet 2, which is the form responses. So as people submit their forms, all the form responses are going to come here, even though this was my original spreadsheet. You also have the ability to create new sheets. So if I want this to be sheet 1, and this is going to be a document that I'm going to rename it, this is just for Kathy, and sheet 3 is going to be just for me, and I want to keep this document, then I can easily do that as well. And this is my form responses, so I don't want to edit that unless I want to rename it to 12-step form responses. Simple enough. So you can have multiple documents as well. If you need to add new sheets, you can do that here. If you want to be able to see all sheets, you can do that here. You have more options for editing up in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to close this chat, this chat, reopen the chat. You also have the ability to look at comments and notifications. So if you want to add notifications to a particular cell, you can easily do that. If you want to add comments, you can easily do that as well. Now, every document has the ability to share. So if Kathy and I want to work on this at the same time, we can. I'm going to go over. Let me go save this. And let's say Kathy and I want to build this PowerPoint presentation together. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And this time I want to add a message, and I want to say, please help me review. And I'm going to share that. She's going to get a notification, and as soon as, there she goes, so you can see who has access. I do want her to be able to edit. If I wanted to ever delete her, then I could just simply click this X. You'll notice very quickly, Kathy's up and in this document. And if she wants to add a new slide, or if she wants to edit, you'll see she's clicking around through slides, so I can tell exactly what slide she's on. She just created a new one. I'm going to go over that slide with her, and I can tell she's editing the slide, so you guys won't be typing over each other. So I'll add the title, or she adds the text. Simple enough. And you'll notice you can do a presentation directly from here. And now we have our full presentation. One of the great parts about the slideshows or the version of PowerPoint is you also have the ability to share this document. So you can share it on Gmail or Google Plus or Twitter. We'll go out of here. And you can insert tables. You can arrange slides and information just like PowerPoint. You can change backgrounds, you can change layouts in mid, you can also change your transitions, you can create a master slide, you can create slides with notes very easily. And let's go back into, you can also create animations. I have the ability to, from the settings, I can open speaker notes, I can print, I can download it as a PDF or as a PowerPoint. Very easy. And we'll shrink it down a little bit so I have both screens, and then I can move through slides this way, or I can exit out here and go back to the editor. You have the same function, so if I wanted a group chat, I can chat with other collaborators at the same time as well. You can also present from the beginning, present with speaker notes, or present in a new window. Okay, now here's your transitions, here's your theme, here's your layouts, and so forth. All right, now from the file section, you have the ability to share. You can open, rename it, move it to a folder, import additional slides. You can download as PowerPoint, PDF, scalable vector graphic, an image, PNG, JPEG, or plain text. You also have the ability to publish this presentation directly to the web. So that's a great way you can actually forward a domain name directly to the published web version. So if I want to publish this to the web, you can say start publishing, and you can, if you want to create a URL or a domain name, that if you go to that domain name, it automatically pulls up the published presentation. That's a great way to have your PowerPoints if you're a speaker or a presenter or a sales professional directly on the internet, and to allow people to get a copy of that PowerPoint presentation without you actually having to go through and all the rigmarole of emailing it out after you've done a presentation. So just create a URL, create the PowerPoint presentation in Google Docs, publish it to the web, and then point via 301 permanent redirect that URL directly to the link that this will provide you. All right, now let's say that I created this document. I really love this presentation, but I want to be able to give it to somebody else so they can use the same document as well. Great function of Google Apps and Drive is the ability to say, make a copy. So I'm going to simply make a copy. It's going to say copy of. I want to share it with the exact same people. Now I have two of the same documents. So I'm going to go back to my drive, and you'll notice I have a copy of the roadmap and I have the original roadmap. Both people have access to this. I can see the last modification was Kathy making a modification to this document, and I made the modifications to the other document. Now, to be able to file these, because remember I want you to stay organized, we're going to click on one of these documents, we're going to say File, and we're going to say Move to Folder. As soon as this comes up, the one folder I created is a 12-step roadmap. I'm going to go ahead and move this one, and I'm going to close this document. I'm also going to move this one to the folder so that you stay organized. Then I'm going to close this document. And we're going to do the same thing with this one, file, and you'll notice, you guys, same exact functions here. While I'm here, let me point out one other thing. You also have the ability to see revision history. So if there were multiple people editing this and you wanted to see why something got deleted and so forth, you actually have the ability to see the revision history, see who made the changes on the document, and you can also revert back to a different revision. So you never have to worry about losing changes or a sheet being deleted or information being deleted. You can simply go through the revisions and you can reactivate an older version. So for this one, I'm going to move this to a folder and put it in 12-step roadmap. Actually, let me go ahead and share this document as well. So you can see you can do the exact same thing in an Excel spreadsheet, a PowerPoint, as well as on a Word document. So I just sent Kathy access to this as well. You'll notice I have 2 viewers in here. I'm going to close out of here, open back the Word document. Kathy just joined. She has the ability to start typing and participating as well. I'm going to close revision history. You'll see Kathy's screen right here. So once she starts typing, and you'll see I'm typing up here. So 2 people can be editing this document. You can have a chat, same thing in a Word. You can also leave comments. You can also send notifications, and I can leave a comment here. And now you'll see it's going to highlight an area where there's a comment. So if I want to notify somebody, you can see all the comments on the right-hand side. All right, I'm going to go through here. I'm going to click on See Revision History. Now you can see each one of the changes, who made the change and at what time. Notice I clicked on this one and it says restore this version. So let's say I want to go back and it just restored the version from today. Okay, so this is pretty simple overview of everything that you can do, or at least many things that you can do inside Google Docs. Just remember your sorting functions are up top, the ability to sort by edited name, last modified, last opened by, title, or quota used. You can also resort your documents so they show up as folders or individual documents with the little icon. You also have the ability to modify the display, your settings, your upload settings, your apps, keyboard shortcuts, and so forth. The only thing that I showed you so far was the ability to create a document, but you also have the ability to use this as a storing system. So you can simply say, I want to be able to upload a folder or a file. If I want to upload a file and I want to store this image, I can simply click that, and you're going to notice I just took an image, uploaded it to Google, and it's now in my Google Drive. So as you can see, you can use this for all of your document creation, collaboration, as well as your storing. So for my computer, if my computer was to break down tomorrow, I don't have to worry about having any documents or images or information on the computer because everything is stored in the cloud. And that is the great part about Google Docs. I hope this was helpful and you guys jump in and start using Google Docs very, very quickly. There is tutorials everywhere, so you can get additional information on how to collaborate, how to save documents directly to your computers, and so forth. And the biggest thing is jump in and start using it right away. You absolutely cannot break it, and this will make you much, much more efficient within your business. Thanks.